What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and share it, because I'm going to talk about another example of modern female delusion. Now, I could be wrong, but apparently this Onlyfans model says she was kicked off dating apps for being too hot. Now, I checked out this particular female. I checked out her social media to see if she was right, if she was just too attractive for apps. I believe I've done a video about this. I don't think this is the same female, but I think there was another female that said that she was so attractive that she could not even go to her friend's wedding. And when I went and checked out her particular page, her name is Allah Huff. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And she's from Wales in the UK. And she is, to me, she looks like a very average woman that takes very good photos, you know? I don't think there's anything overly impressive about her look to the point to where she's just so attractive that she's getting kicked off of platforms. I just don't see it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all see something different. I'll put everything in the description box and you can go and check it out for yourself. But let's get into this article from the Daily Caller. Allah Huff, who's 24, from Wales, has claimed that Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge have consistently removed her dating profiles because she is too hot. Now, Huff says she believes her accounts were shut down because people were reporting her profiles as fake and that no one could possibly be that attractive in real life. Huff, who is a law graduate but brings in £44,000 through her Onlyfans account, according to the Daily Mail. Now, again, when I talked about how her pictures look professional, she does have professional photos or professional looking photos, and she's putting them on her dating profiles. That is probably why they may perceive it to be fake. I don't think it's because she's too attractive. When you're on dating profiles, especially as a woman, because these dating profiles, these dating websites are so oversaturated with women that you can really tell the difference sometimes between a fake profile and a real one. And I think because she doesn't have a lot of, I would say, selfies, she has a lot of, it looks like professionally done photos, and she's putting those up instead of just, everyday photos that she takes in her bathroom mirror, or when she's on the go, she just takes a quick selfie. That you see a lot of dating profiles, especially with women, with those type of pictures. But she's probably putting the studio professionally done photos up, and maybe those are getting flagged as fake. Huff has gained nominal notoriety in her home country. She speaks fluent Welsh, and she previously made headlines when she was reportedly told to get a proper job despite making so much money from her OnlyFans, according to Liverpool Echo. It's crazy. YouTubers get told all the time, get a real job, but there is no going back. I want people to understand something. When it comes to these OnlyFans models, there's no way of putting that genie back in the bottle. These women have made the transition over to OnlyFans. They realize they can use their bodies to make a lot of money, and that's what they're doing. They're virtually selling themselves. So there is no going back, and I've spoken about it in my recent live streams. I put my most recent live stream in the description box. These women have figured out a way to monetize their bodies virtually, and there's really no way of changing that. That's just how it is now. So these women got to understand that it's probably going to affect your whole outlook on society. These women's outlook on society is that they're so beautiful and attractive because they're able to make money off their looks, that somehow their dating life is going to suffer because they can no longer be on these apps because they're too beautiful, and they think that people are against them because of their attraction level. When really, it's not that. It's all in your mindset. There's something about you that is repelling men from me. This is why you have to go to dating apps. You wouldn't need to go to dating apps if you knew how to get men in real life, as they say to us. They love to say that, well, you need to get a woman in real life, Well, a lot of women don't have social skills, so they don't know how to talk to men. They don't even know how to flirt with men. This is why she's using her professional photos on dating apps, because she does not feel that regular everyday photos of herself will be able to work. So she takes these professionally done photos and she puts them on her dating profiles, and that is why they're taking them down. You would think they have a verification system to where they can verify people. But anyway, Have says she was outraged after watching Netflix The Tinder Swindler, who allegedly used the dating app to steal upwards of $7 million from prospective love interests. I think it's all a joke after watching the show on Netflix, and he was able to be on the app when he proposed, when his purpose was to use it for criminal activity, whereas all I wanted was to go for a drink with someone, the Daily Mail reported. Well, I don't know about that situation. I don't know if he's freely using the apps now, but once again, a lot of these dating apps want to even the playing field when it comes to a lot of these women. They don't want one woman to have an advantage over the other as far as male attention is concerned. So if they see one woman who is using her body and you got other women that don't have as nice of a body, they might say, hey, you can't be showing all that. There's other women that don't have the body that you may have, and you have an advantage. Maybe that's what it is, but honestly, I think it just could be a miscommunication, and maybe the account verification is just not working properly. I don't think they're out to get you. I don't think they're out to get you. I don't think they're out to punish you for being too attractive, which again, I think is not. I think the OnlyFans thing goes to these women's heads, and they actually think that because men sign up to watch their private photos and videos, that somehow they're just the most attractive woman ever. Men are just thirsty. Men are thirsty. They don't get out much, and they will pay whatever they need to pay to see your private pictures and videos. That doesn't mean that you have this high level of attraction. Some of these guys are following 10, 15, probably 20 women on OnlyFans. Doesn't mean that all those women have this high level of attraction. Those guys just want to see those women who go from one environment to another, and they do a little bit extra. And these guys have probably been following those women for years, and now they get to see these women do what they've always wanted to see those women do. That was take their clothes off. Have says she believes the dating apps are treating me the worse than the Tinder Swindler. According to the outlet, she was initially kicked off Tinder in September 2020. She got her account back, but was then removed again in December 2021. Bumble has also removed her in 2020, and Hinge deleted her profile in March 2021. I had problems with some of my pictures, so I just replaced them with others, Have told the Daily Mail. I would never post anything offensive, but it's hard to find a picture of myself wearing clothes when 90% of my pictures are in lingerie or swimwear due to work. Well, you can easily change that. And that's the problem with a lot of these Instagram models who do OnlyFans. They're literally putting their OnlyFans account on Instagram. So what's the point of you going to their OnlyFans, right? Unless they're doing extra stuff, You go to any of these women's profiles now. They have nothing but assets and tits. That's all you see is assets and tits. You only see maybe a couple of pictures where they're fully clothed, and they wonder why they're struggling when it comes to dating. Why you stuck on dating apps instead of going out and meeting men? Is because these women have such low self-esteem that every picture on their Instagram, they don't have anything on. They leave nothing to the imagination. And you're using these pictures for dating apps. Once again, these dating apps, especially Bumble, want to give as many women the opportunity to get somebody off one of those apps as possible. And when they see you with nothing but assets and debts, they're going to say, you know what, she's trying to, get an advantage over these other women who are fully clothed. We can't have that. So all you have to do is put on some clothes. But when you have low self-esteem and you don't feel like you look good unless you have little to nothing on, then that's where she's going to have her issues. All you have to do is put pictures up where you're fully clothed, but you don't feel confident in yourself fully clothed. So that's why you have to put up pictures where you show little to nothing, which again is going to draw the ire of these dating apps, because they're going to feel like you're trying to get an advantage over other women who are not going to be showing their bodies. Have only received automated responses from the dating apps when she asked why her accounts kept getting removed. Attempts to send proof of identification also failed to reinstate her profile. The outlet reported she therefore assumed that they believed her account was fake because she was too hot and that people were reporting her. Probably women, because it ain't men. I genuinely think it was someone bitter that reports me, or they somehow managed to associate me with my OnlyFans and think I use platforms for advertising purposes or sold subscriptions on there when I genuinely never would. I actually want to date, she told the outlet. They usually refer to the terms and conditions, which state that they can remove you without explanation, which is easy way for them to do. See, this is what happens with cancel culture. This is what cancel culture is. You see that these websites, these social media platforms have made it easy to just remove you with no questions asked. That is what cancel culture has become. It has trickled down to the dating apps. See, Bumble removes men that have a preference. So yes, they're going to remove your profile if they choose to. Because maybe they do think you're promoting your OnlyFans. Maybe there are people that know you from OnlyFans. Maybe you have it in your bio that you're an OnlyFans model. And they're like, oh no, you're not about to use us to build up your OnlyFans. That is what it can be. If you're mentioning that you're on OnlyFans on your dating profiles, yes, they're going to use that against you. And all you have to do is not put that. So last bit of this. Half was adamant that she has never done anything to breach the guidelines of the dating apps. I would like to date again. I haven't for a while due to not being on Tinder. I think I'm just having to find a way of getting dates without dating apps from now on. Have said she will be spending Valentine's Day alone, eating Chinese takeout, according to Daily Mail. That's how a lot of women probably gonna be. Listen, if you're so attractive, okay, and this is according to her, if you are so attractive, you should not be alone for Valentine's Day. I'm sorry. You should be able to meet men outside of social media. But a lot of these women cannot meet men outside of social media. They can't. They need social media to be able to find men. They need social media. They need social media to be able to get them a boyfriend. But if you're so attractive, you should be able to meet men every day. You should have your pick of men when you're just going to the grocery store, when you're just at the mall, when you're just out and about. You know why? Because men have gotten the message. There are women out there that don't like men approaching them, especially men that they aren't attracted to. And a lot of men have just pulled back when it comes to approaching. And a lot of women are starting to feel the brunt of that. So they're flooding dating apps, and that still ain't working. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next time.